Here at Bishop Rawle, we've been using the letters and sounds phonics scheme as a structured approach to phonics.
This has also supported me with my professional development in understanding the teaching of systematic and synthetic phonics.
We're halfway through phase 4 now, and we're trying to prepare them for phase 5 and entering year 1. What we wanted to do really is to challenge the children's learning and provide them really with an alternative spelling to A, with the AY sound. Children in year 1 tend to rely upon their phonics an awful lot when they're reading and writing in particular, and so we need to help them to understand the letter names in a better way really, because that's what's holding them back when they're in year 1. So we're hoping that this should help them by intervening now and prepare them ready for that transition.
So we followed the letters and sounds principles of revisit, teach, practice and apply. We use that throughout. To start with, we revisited prior learning, so we did set 1 and 2 sounds, went over those on the board and then again with the letter names to reinforce that learning.
Following that, for the teach element, we were introducing an alternative spelling for A, so the children had to recap on what they already know, which is the spelling of AI, and we were introducing a different spelling which was AY. We modelled the word day on the board and reinforce the fact that we have that word in all of the days of the week.
So for the apply bits, we played pass the bag around the circle. This just reinforced the knowledge that they've previously learned. Again, we included elements of days of the week in there to just really enhance their understanding so that they were applying their knowledge within a context.
And we extended it as well with the word may as in may I help you, and may as in the month of the year, which was interesting. Even though it was the lower ability children, we were still demonstrating that we were challenging them and extending their learning further.
They will also work in mixed ability phonics partners so that they can support and help each other where needed. They are split into 3 groups. We've got the bees, which are our higher ability, the caterpillars, and the ladybirds, which are our middles and our lower ability.
The TA was used to work with children in particular that we see the importance of the fact that they need somebody with them really working one-to-one. So the TA was structuring the work for that child in particular and ensuring that that child stayed on task, and whilst she was doing that, making notes as well to inform our future planning. I was very impressed with the lesson as a whole, very impressed with the way that we were all working together to get the best outcomes for the children. I thought that worked well. The children responded well to all of us in there. Very impressed with the way that they were joining the digraphs, including the notation, the correct notation and the correct sound buttons. That was all evident. And the one misconception that we picked up on was the fact that their speech does have an impact upon the way that they are reading and writing. And that was a misconception that we pulled up and demonstrated that fact.
I think the lower ability as well were able to demonstrate their knowledge, as though sometimes they couldn't always write it down. They were able to communicate and verbalise what they knew with the TA. One little boy in particular was able to sound out the word day in the sounds that he knew, and they could all repeat the action back, so we knew that they'd understood what we wanted them to and they've achieved.
And even the lower ability were challenged further as well. If they had written the word day, they were then challenged to think of a sentence to use the word day, and even the higher ability as well were doing that, and they were very keen to write down the sentence as well, which shows that they were enjoying what they were doing and really part of the lesson.